Continuing the Future Stars video series here on the channel, I'm flipping it over to defense. In this video, the best freshman in the SEC this past season in a key category, quarterback sacks.
Wyatt got the ball. Wyatt back to throw. Wyatt looks. Fires toward the end zone. Pass caught for a touchdown by Matthew Butler.
What up? I'm Matt Wyatt, and on this channel I use my experience as a player and a broadcaster to explain things about football and help you enjoy watching the game. Among freshmen in the SEC in 2020, 2 players got to opposing quarterbacks the most. Number 1 was Will Anderson, Jr. from Alabama with 7 sacks, and BJ Ojulari of LSU, second with 4. So first up, let's take a look at Will Anderson from Alabama. At the end of the regular season, his 7 sacks actually led the SEC overall. But after the bowl games, a couple of guys jumped him, including his own teammate, Christian Barmore. I think the most impressive thing for the freshman was that he didn't record a sack until week 8 against Auburn. All right, here's Anderson, that sack against Auburn. And coming off the edge, they're going to try to block him with a running back, and it's a bad decision. So again, you say bad decision, technically you got to be able to do some of this. And it also looks like quarterback's got a little bit of freak out going on. Bama has put him here as stand-up linebacker 3 and 4. Regardless of personnel, it's definitely a 3-4 look with an outside linebacker walked up to the strength of the formation. So he's kind of on the strong side right here. You go pump fake quarterback, so they're trying to get pump and go, and I think it gets all clogged up. But still, asking this running back to block him does not work out well. Goes outside. He's got vision too. You think about height and weight and how all that affects things. It's a much smaller player trying to block a much taller player, and so he's got a clear vision to see what the quarterback's doing right here. Does not get fooled. Go get him. First sack of the year. The next 3 weeks, Anderson had 2 sacks against LSU, 2 against Arkansas, and 2 more in the SEC title game against Florida. All right, here he is against LSU, working basically on the left side against their starting right tackle. Was starting to play late right here. He's going inside and working his way all the way across. That's the thing too is, you don't rack up sacks unless you kind of have a nose for it and pretty good vision. What happens, I think, with a lot of younger players, especially depending on the level of high school, is you get in here with all these trees, all these 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" linemen, and early on, it's easy to get your vision blocked. Not only are you taking on players, but you're not able to see. And that's one thing I noticed with Anderson is he's got good eyes. He's not getting lost in here in the contact. He knows and can see quarterbacks coming out the backside with the football. Go get him. Teammate got there first. He cleans it up, gets credit for a sack. Here he is again, same thing, working against their right tackle one-on-one. This is speed rush outside versus 5-man protection. Get his hands in him. So leverage right here. You see tackle's kind of back on his heels. Not a bad job, but leverage in that he's lower, gets both hands into the chest of the tackle. Kind of squares him up. Now they're holding each other, but that's football. So he can get his hands up. I was talking about that vision. Is again, he can see right here. I'm not just trying to take on a tackle. I'm actually trying to make a play on a quarterback. That's the whole point. So his eyes are on QB. QB gets a pump fake. His arms are up like I'm going to bat this thing down. And then don't quit on the play. Get through there. Keep going. Motor never stops. And that's how you get sacks. Here he is against the Arkansas right tackle. Play side right here. And it's kind of like read action from Arkansas on offense. So like, quarterback's reading something. Do I give or keep? Anyway, it looks that way, but, I can't tell. You're blocking in man here, and you're blocking first outside here. So maybe it's just play action. Regardless, quarterback keeps it coming out of there. And again, we talk about vision. Being able to, even though I got a big player right in my face, I'm seeing where the ball goes. And now go make a play, run him down. This is a really nice job. Watch him fire off the left edge of the defense right here. This is just out being more physical than the guy you're playing against. Boom. Knock that running back right into the lap. Again, we talk about this is kind of a very aggressive move here. You talk about blocking. It's not just about being in the right place. You still got to be able to do it physically, and just because you're there, a little bit off balance, and this player, hey, he's coming downhill picks that running back up, takes him right back to the quarterback. That's a heck of a play against Florida. And later against Florida, similar deal. Now this is different. He's not able to bull rush or run over somebody, but watch him here, technique. So outside rush, takes his left arm, slaps that tackle to get his arms down and so he can get to the outside. Just like that. Get his arms off of you. Now he's to the outside. Beat him to the quarterback. Really nice move. Knocked the ball out of there. They recovered, but could have been a big turnover. Number 2 among freshmen in sacks this year in the SEC was BJ Ojulari at LSU. All of Ojulari's tackles in his first season came during a 5-week stretch in the first half of the season, and all 4 of his sacks were during a 2-week stretch against Missouri and South Carolina, with 3 of those 4 coming against the Gamecocks. All right, here's Ojulari right here, right defensive end against their left tackle again, the South Carolina game. And South Carolina's trying to run a screen. He goes inside, though, and just forces the issue. Quarterback hangs onto the ball. You don't see a whole lot of sacks on screens because normally quarterbacks are going to throw it at their feet. It's like they're trying to get center and right guard out in front. I don't know exactly what they've said the rules are, and I don't know if they're trying to turn him loose, but it doesn't look like they are. Looks to me like here on the back side of the screen, they're trying to, with that left tackle, block over here and protect the backside of the quarterback. Let the guys go in his face and run the screen over here to this side. It looks like that's what South Carolina's doing. But his speed rush and move to the inside is so free. He's not held up at all. See that little swim move right there? Let's watch him again. Okay, right arm of the tackle's coming in. Inside arm of the tackle's coming in. Slap it down, swim move. This arm's over the top and get to the inside. And it's so quick it forces the issue. So the back who's trying to run screen gets held up. Quarterback's hanging on the ball, and instead of recognizing it early and just go incomplete, he hangs on, takes a sack. All right, here he is again. Watch him. He's on the other side now. Now he's against their right tackle. Bull rush. Okay, again, so much bigger player, but look at the physicality right here. Watch him attack him. Okay, so right here, boom, get into his chest. He forces the issue. This is really well done. He forces the issue. Knock him back, get him going backwards. So in one blow, I've got his feet backwards now, a little bit off balance. And, we talked about the vision of Anderson. Look, he's not just taking on a tackle. He's looking. I want to see the quarterback wears the football. Good eyes right there. Keep going. Okay, try to get to the outside there. Slap his hands down again to the outside. Tackle recovers. And this is a really nice job to know where the quarterback is. And so now he takes this hand, and I'm going to move this tackle and get back to the inside. I sense him climbing the pocket, so I want to climb it with him. And now you go get another sack. That's a really nice job by Ojulari right there. And here he is. They release the tight end who's over him. And so, again, it puts him one-on-one with that right tackle. Watch him come off the line. Outside move. This is a nice job, too. Outside move. Clear vision of the QB, and he's holding him off with one hand. That right hand got leverage, strong enough to hold him off. Use one hand, shove him right back to the quarterback. Teammate gets in there. Now, this is not a sack, but that quarterback hurry, not giving the QB a place to go. One way, he's getting pressure from the backside. He's getting pinched to the other side. And even though Ojulari doesn't get the sack, he's got just as much to do with this play. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, would you consider subscribing to this channel? I'd really appreciate that. And if you wouldn't mind, hit that like button for me. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, reach out to me on social media. I'm Radio Wyatt. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.